Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on Mindful. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday for me as of recording this episode, which means it's Friday. There's not much to it. It's Friday. Oh, thank goodness the week is over. Oh, I had a longer week this week. A lot of stuff sort of happened in real life, and I'm both happy and a little tired and excited that it's all over. But yeah, you know what? Playing on Mindful here today, kind of, relaxing a little bit. I got a lot of stuff done over here at the wheat field. As you probably saw in the previous episode, the song that I sang about it. And if you haven't, please do yourself the favor of watching it right now. The link is in the top right corner of the screen. So I'm over here at the flattened hill. Because, well, I don't want this hill anymore. We want to eventually expand this village to go off into that plains direction and connect up to that. But there was an addition to 1.14, I believe, that I had just figured out, that you can actually pop the tops of chorus fruit with arrows. And I had no idea that this was a thing. For the longest time, I have been climbing up to the top, breaking the top of the chorus fruit, and then walking down. But now that I figured out you can just shoot the tops of the chorus fruit, or the chorus, what are they called? Chorus flowers, makes my life 1,000 times easier. Now, the reason that we're popping all of these flowers is because we want the chorus fruit, and we are going to build a shulker box shop today. So we're gonna head over to the shopping district and I think set up the first shop of the server. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the design for the shop that I'm going to be building is based off of a enormous looking shulker. Essentially, we're going to create a life-sized replica of the shulker. Now we got the bottom layer here, and it's going to be open. So there's going to be one of those little mini shulker dudes inside of the actual shulker itself, which I think will be pretty cool. All right, so it's becoming night, and unfortunately we don't have a bed here. So I'm going to have to probably head back, grab a bed, or find some sheep around this area to get a bed, because this is not acceptable. This whole area is dark. Yeah. Oh, there's a sheep over there. Let's go kill him. Oh, wow. He got obliterated. Another thing, too, is I brought these scaffolding blocks along. I haven't necessarily found what is so game-changing about them just yet. But, a lot of people have claimed that they are game-changing in the way that they build. So I don't know. We'll figure it out today. One thing, too, that I thought you guys might not know, that I actually didn't know, is you can actually stone cut purpur. Believe it or not. Pretty interesting. So we're going to do that. We probably don't need all of these slabs, to be honest. But, oh, I didn't know. Okay. Didn't realize spiders could climb these things, too. Interesting. There we go. That is looking pretty good for the front, I think. I know I said in the last clip I wasn't a huge, or I haven't seen the reason for scaffolding blocks, but I can honestly say now, after building the front face and sort of making a couple of errors, and it's so easy to just go pop, 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 builds up scaffolding. It doesn't make those noises that I just made, but yeah. I find that the best way to do it, for me at least, is to build up 2 scaffolding pillars like this, and then you can build up a second one here. Goes all the way up. And then when you get to the top of one of them, you just connect it across, like so. And there we go. That's pretty much it. I stand incorrect about that, about my comment about how I didn't see much use for them, but I can definitely see the use for them now, because look at this. You just go down one, you go like that, and pretty straightforward. Not much to it. But I'm going to get to work on finishing up these 4 walls and then putting the roof on this. And then we got to build the little orb guy in the middle who shoots those balls of a levitation. Okay, we got to find a suitable light source for this. Maybe what we could do... I'll get some glowstone later, and we can put it on his head like that. Inside, though, what I want to do... We could always put the shop inside here, but I had a different idea. I thought we could just put some end rods like this. And then what would be really funny, because nobody else is ever going to come in here, we basically just put, like, the Shulker's brain. This tiny little thing, because of how small it is. Alright guys, there we go. The project is all complete. We got the Shulker Box shop set up. We have it called the Shulker Box Emporium. And, well, I supplied the chests already. I stocked that up. And so we're going to sell the Shulker Boxes for one Shulker Box is 7 diamonds. And I think this is a fairly reasonable price considering how Shulker Boxes do respawn, or Shulker Shells. Sorry, Shulkers respawn, which give you Shulker shells, and so I think it's a fairly reasonable price, because they can reasonably be obtained. Now, the exterior is all complete as well. We got a nice porous, oh my goodness, purple fence around with end rods. These things are great for lighting things up and also sort of working as a barrier here. The chorus fruit I am also a huge fan of, wanting to make it feel sort of like the end. And all together, I think the build actually works pretty well. I really like how the top of the ender, or the little Shulker guy, I don't even know what to call him. We'll call him Dwayne. Dwayne the little Shulker. He's got glowstone in his head, which makes him light up. So at night, when this like thing is covering him, a canopy almost, he looks really good. He's nice and lit up there. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this build has turned out. Hopefully it fits somewhat into the aesthetic of the area as it develops a little bit more. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Alright guys, we're over here at the Enderman farm now because there was a change in 1.14.3 which no longer allows you to put multiple protections on your armor. So like fire protection and regular protection, you can't do that anymore. So we are going to craft up a bunch of god armor here, and Mindful is still in 1.14.2, which we can still sort of abuse that because I thought it was a feature, but apparently it's no longer going to be a feature because they're taking it out of the game. So I'm going to get to enchanting here, and I'll catch up with you guys in just a bit.
2 hours later.
Oh my goodness, am I finally over it. That took me probably 2 hours to enchant all of that armor. And so here it is. Jeez, it went too many times. I had to actually go back to spawn and buy some more mending books from Lautner, so he got more of my business. Because I enchanted it in the wrong order, and I made that mistake, and I had mending on it already, so there you go. Full level 30 stuff. It's all named I'm Named Gamer. And I also went ahead and enchanted my sword. So it's got sharpness 5, unbreaking 3, fire aspect 2, sweeping edge 3, and looting 3. And looting 3, let me just tell you, I don't know what it is with the enchanting system in 1.14, but looting 3 took me forever. I didn't even actually get looting 3. I couldn't find a book in the 2 hours I spent looking for it. Or 2 hours I spent enchanting. I didn't even get... Oh yeah, come at me, bro. Yeah, look how much damage I take. I wasn't even able to obtain 1 looting 3. I had to actually get 1 looting 2 and 2 looting 1s and combine them all the way up to looting 3. Which is just ridiculous. But yeah, I am invincible now. We're going to head off into some of the outer islands today. I wanted to test out the Shulker mechanic because we just built a Shulker box shop. I think it's probably a good idea to figure out how exactly the mechanic works. So let's pop through one of the portals here. And so the way that we're going to test this, and this is obviously not a vanilla mechanic. This is a data pack that was added to the server. So no need to... So if you're curious at all, this is a data pack that we're playing with right now. But when I place down a purple block and I press F3, on the right-hand side, you can see it says #respawn : city_blocks. So this kind of leads me to believe that Endermen that spawn on a purple block, such as this one, will turn into shulkers. I've looked up a number of videos on YouTube as to how a similar mechanic has been done in 1.12. And this is how they did it. Now, obviously, I really don't want to know how it's done exactly. I kind of want to do a little bit of experimentation here and show you guys and bring you along, and we'll experiment together here. Oh, look at that. So we just had a group of them spawn. One of them turned into a shulker. And it looks like he did that very quickly. I think there also might be... Just want to make sure I don't fall off here. I think there might be something to do with the way in which if a shulker spawns like that, if an enderman is nearby, within proximity, he will not respawn, or he'll not turn into a shulker. Alright, so there's a guy in the middle of the platform right now. He should turn into a shulker any moment now, because he is... pretty much all alone. There we go. So, perfect. Okay, so let's test this out. Let's see if what happens if we were to place water down next to a shulker. Okay, so the shulker does teleport. Okay, so he's gonna keep teleporting wherever we kind of put water, or opposite. Looks like he's just gonna keep moving. Well, guys, I think that's enough experimenting, testing today. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go to everybody's place on the Mindful server. So we're starting here at Erichu's base, and we're going to drop off a free admission, or not really admission, but like a free coupon for our Shulker box Emporium. So I have name tagged a bunch of these shulker shells for free shulker box. So we'll just throw down a sign. There we go. Grand opening shulker box Emporium. I'm named Gamer. So everyone is going to have a free shulker box coupon that they can go to the shopping district and use. Oh, I'm liking what Ethix is doing here. So this one here is going to be for Ethix. Don't really know where he keeps all of his stuff. I think he keeps it here. All right. Free shulker. Okay. All right. Diamond Rush XD. Throw down a sign. Justin's home. Let's drop one off for Justin. All right, Random Obsessor, who's just over here. And there's one over at Hungry's place, just over yonder. So I've notified everyone that I've dropped off a coupon at their place. Let's go take a quick look at the shop, just quickly before we end today's episode. And hopefully the idea is that when people come to the shop, they'll want to buy more than just one shulker box. So, yeah. Once again, 7 diamonds And it's all stocked up. It's nice and full, ready for new and awaiting customers. But, guys, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed today's episode. A little bit of exploration or learning and a little bit of building. So, all in all, pretty good time on Minecraft here today on the Mindful server. And I hope to see you guys all in the next episode. Have yourselves a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.